progress. Alright. Those are the ones that increase yields. Oh. You're right, my inventory's full. Again. Um, I do need to make more. Make a bunch of seeds. Some of these are use one, get four. Tomatoes are the first one where you have to input more than you get back. And spicy peppers, I don't have fruit yet, but spicy peppers are the worst one I've got so far. I don't have those yet. That'll be fine. I finally have enough of them. They can come out of the lockbox and actually get used. Right. You're not what I want. What I want is more of the ones that increase yield. Actually, not you. Yes, you. Why are you failing to register? Why are you defective? Bizarre. You should have a quality boost. And you don't. Maybe you do and you're just not saying it. I'm not actually sure. So, first things first, I rearranged things a bit. I have expanded all of that now. But I lined them up better, and these are upgraded ones that, more. You You're actually out of stuff to do. I don't need you to do that. I actually ran you out of stuff to do. I took a long enough break that you finished working on what I had available. I can't add the regular and the good stuff in at the same time, so I'm just putting the bigger stack in right now. Oh, right. I had just the one before. You can go in there. Oh, I upgraded that. I had it at 750. It turned out that was the next cusp of diminishing returns, because now um, um, the 5 increments I've gotten were 10 each. Yeah. And this has grown because there are recipes that require using multiple stations. And the cooking minigame keeps getting more and more complicated. So the least complex is just slap it on and walk away, and it's fine. Chop a thing, throw it in a pot and stir. And then they're getting increasingly complex, meaning more stages with more work. Silk is a pain in the ass to get because the threads that compose it um, only come from 2 insects that I've found, and um, they only come. Oh, I can't make that one because I need more silk. And they only come out sometimes when you're gathering a different resource. One of them when I'm mining in the other area, and one when I'm harvesting forageables in the first area. And you don't have to pay for these recipes. Well, what I did was I bought just one, and then you unlock another one when you make a thing for the first time. So I have shit tons of furniture that I will never use. Just for the sake of burning through all of these. It also uses up a bunch of resources that I have hoarded, and a bunch of resources I keep running out of, like iron, and glass, and now silk. The wood is more easily renewed, but you can use it in quite large chunks. But I've also needed more clay and stone bricks, but also I need stone for making the glass and the light bulbs, and it costs increasing amounts of money to unlock more slots to have more crafting stations out. So right now I actually have some money, but I'm still working on buying recipes for things. Like, I could upgrade my gear, and I haven't spent the money to do so. Part of it is because I haven't needed to. And part of it is because I forget. But so. And relevantly, it doesn't take away from my carrying capacity. But I have a lot of decor because I've completed a few sets, and I'm most of the way through those ones. And then there are others I haven't bought yet because they cost materials that I haven't made tools with yet, let alone that, and those are much harder to come by. Oh, I burned myself out, so I wasn't even getting as much skill as I could have been. Okay, so I can make these and these. And yeah, the starred things that are in here where the regulars are in the general storage is because, oh, I can actually show you. You're a big stack. You're a more reasonable use of my time. Like, see how it says I don't have any wheat? But if I do that, it will try and use the starred meat instead of the regular meat, and the starred onion instead of the regular onion, and starred other things instead of just the starred thing for the one thing I need it to. It will try and use the higher grade thing for all of it, and I don't want it to. I want it to use the low level shit first. Use it all up, and only use that for the things I have to. Like, those are the only regular. If I do that, there's starred ones available for all of those. But yeah, so that's why that's the case with these as well. Because I don't want to use up the better ones. I want to use up the regular ones first. Until I get to the point where I have so many of the good ones that I don't have to worry about just depleting them, and then I'll probably just sell all the regulars. Which is what has happened with most of my vegetables. Or produce. Most of it. That one I can't do. There are some items that I don't know if you can ever make, or if you actually have to buy salt, butter, cooking oil. I suspect I'm going to have to keep buying those to be able to cook with them. But stone comes with collecting, ore anyway. And I need to collect those out there to get one of the 2 bugs. And it's not silkworms, it's actually the centipedes. This centipede found when mining. Sometimes. And I have to be able to catch it, which is why I have extras of the smoke bombs for bug catching. And then these are if I'm foraging here, but since I want iron, scintillating centipedes it is. And those usually take multiples of these. I should maybe... How much money do I have? I remember... Okay, I can actually afford the recipes for upgrading my gear. And I had my bug catching go up, so I should be able to actually get the better bag recipe as well. That one I think was 3, and the weapon ones were 5. So I can't afford a weapon for the other tools, the axe and bow and pick, all of which could be weapons. So yes, the weapon ones. They're not all used that way, but and Bug Kid. You first.
Yes! Just who I was hoping to see. Oh.
Well, yeah, I'm not level 10 yet. You. Silk is ridiculous. Pearls. Eh, not as bad. There's no chance of failure there with silk. I have to use a bunch of resources and hope to catch one. And with the oysters, it's just collect them, and some of them will have pearls. There's no additional resources or chance of failure beyond the whether or not it's occupied, but I have to mine and hope that there's a bug. So that part's equivalent. But you... Um,
Promise you'll come back?
Oh, you're trying to catch all these butter... What the hell happened to provide all these butterflies? I was wondering what the fuck was going on. Oh, you set out a thing that's attracting them. Huh. Okay. That explains what the fuck was going on there. Oh. Hey, buddy. I don't have anything for you. I mean, I could readily get something for you, but...
Back to my business.
I leave people alone for days in a row. Oh. I should check and see what I can get. Oh, yeah, none of that's worth having. It varies. Oh.
Have a good day.
I had one. I planted it and chopped it down. You're not gonna be in here. No. You're not fishing. Oh. You're remembering. That's his wife's grave.
Hmm?
I don't need that. But I just recently got this. I'd been getting the wood, but only recently have been able to start turning it into planks. Oh, you are 3, not 5.
Be safe out there.
Oh. And then... Are you here? Oh, you're on your way back home. Well, I'm going there now. God damn it. Going there anyway. That just flipped over. That one's taking a while, but it's getting closer. This one takes even longer because until I harvest, I don't get any credit for anything. Fishing I did do a little bit of. And then cooking. Stupid itchy eyes. I don't actually need the map marker for this. It does help me navigate through town in the right way without getting twisted around, but generally when I'm out and about I do need to tag things to make sure I don't get turned around and end up going the wrong fucking way. And I am not the only one that has noticed there's a pattern to places that seem to spawn the pallium, the fancy ore nodes, more often, and the flow trees, the purple magic trees, more often. There's a cave down here. There's the top of the mines there. I want to go see you. For the ore. There's a hole in here that I have seen some in there before. Then there's other scattered places, but here and here are regular enough and easier to navigate to. I mean, you have to climb up to the top of the mines, and then flow trees have spawned all over the place around the lighthouse and other places too, but so there are some places that are just worth checking regularly. But I need anything that's in those. Technically I don't need a shit ton of flint, but I can sell it. Oh, the kiddo isn't over there yet. She's still in here? Are you? Where? So no, you are over there. And then you come back over here, and then you go back over there. Okay. I have noticed some things about some people's routines. I haven't spent the time or energy to get a firmer grasp on it. a way up, but then you have to climb more. You are not the kind of bug I need. And yeah, bugs like choppas will burrow away if they go uncaught for too long. Did you transform while I was standing here? Oh, no, I just wasn't paying attention. Because it wasn't giving me the loot message. There's also that happens. Sometimes they disappear into the terrain, so I can't pursue them, or they just end up
You need
invisible,
something?
or both. Um, oh, I mean, those are all aesthetic. These are at least practical. Of course, this is just buying money effectively, but I don't want to. I don't need to spend it on any of that until I get to the or near the limit. I'm not gonna bother.
Yep.
But I wanted the recipes. I didn't. Now, I have tried to sort out if there's a better way, but I have not found one. If I'm coming from the other way, but if I'm from over here, I guess this wall's probably fine. Nope. You've already fucked yourself up. Let's get over to this one. We need to be up there. So. Now, depending on how recently people have been here, there can be... Oh, those will actually collect. More veins all along here. It looks like they've been harvested recently enough. But this is a one-way path. You drop down things you can't climb back up. So, there are ore spots that have been mined. I don't know if keeping them mined of other things gives them the opportunity to respawn the stuff we actually want sooner. There's like, I don't know if chopping down the pine trees that could be flow trees, make them spawn as flow trees faster. I don't think that's something they would tell us. But yeah, there's usually a few more nodes. And there's multiple layers. And any or many can be the good stuff. So, it's a spot to keep checking. This sticks me out the bottom. And kinda due south from here. With as many distractions for more veins as necessary. And my collection isn't perfect, it's fine. But yeah. There has to be something for me to mine, and then a bug has to come out of it, which isn't super often. And then it needs to come out in a way that makes it even possible to catch. So, getting silk is a pain in the ass. Or getting the silk thread is a pain in the ass, and then it's just a matter of having it take the time to actually be converted into silk in that loom. Actually, I want to be over here. Because that's in there. Fine. And then I check out the areas above and around. But yeah, you'll usually see people in here because it is known. Ow, fuck. Thank you for not disappearing under that. And I can get 1 through 5. So that's highly variable how much we get out of that. Okay, you announced that recently. I wasn't looking. So. bunch of. There's a spot that pops up there and there, and a few out here, and any of them can be. That. Part of why I check it is because there can be a bunch of things, but also just because it can be nice to stay in the area because they don't all necessarily bed flow tree northeast of. And while I'm up here, I can also see places to glide to that have ore. That it takes between 1 and 5 of these, who take between 1 and 5 bags, just to get enough thread for one piece of silk, with the odds that you've been seeing me have of them pop at all. Yeah. There may be more frustrating resources to collect, but that one's top of the list at the moment. That pit that currently has a geyser spitting up half out of it, or partially out of it, can have things down there. But there's also a hole you can fall in and have a hard time climbing back out of. Thank you. Thank you for not being utter trash. Um, I've gotten lucky that I've gotten enough for 2 pieces of silk out of 3 of them. It could be worse. But yeah, I just take a peek, see if anything needs to be collected while I'm here. Yeah. Since I brought it up. Actually, as if you're gonna be stupid. Now, there is no quick way to swap between tools, which would make swapping to that bug bag easier. Like there's a hotkey to bring up this wheel, and then you can grab from there, but thank you for not resisting. But yeah, since I brought it up, that is the geyser that will well up when you're standing on it. This is the hole that's hard to get back out of if you fall down into. There's another one of those. It also just empties out into down here. Where there ain't shit for mining. But yeah, you can have... Actually, yeah, no, they're empty right there. But all along the spiral and up top and behind it, various of the pine trees. Oh, look! Describing where in the ring can get complicated. So, because there's a lot of places along here where it could be. Oh, there's actually more than one. Um, if you leave them too long. Oh. Oh.
Ah,
I've seen a few be active at once, but not that many. Neat. Since they're already up here. Okay. Oh. Eh. That one. That means somebody finished off that one. But there's still that one. And this one. And I'm reminding them that I've hit them before. Or you could do that. Sure. Actually, no, I have seen flow trees in the other area. So they can be the other kind. But I've only ever seen them be this kind of tree out here. It ended up proving my point pretty well. It's the place where where I've noticed them be, either directly or through people announcing them in the chat, most often. But also where I've seen and heard of the highest concentrations of them at one time. I could check the mine again. It was arguably closer to it, but this is much easier. Oh. Oh. I hit all 4 of these. Um, Unlike the trees, those aren't gonna forget I hit them. And honestly, I don't know if that's true. I had other people, or someone else, say that if you leave them for too long, they can forget you hit them. So I don't know if that's a side effect of the regeneration or what. See. More flow at the lighthouse already. But that's not what I'm here for. Not that I don't keep getting distracted by it, but it's not actually why I'm here. Actually, you. I'll take. Sometimes they're frozen in place, which is really helpful. But it didn't give shit. Better than nothing. But it's not good. No. Go around the goddamn lake. Or pond, that's not a lake. None of those are the kinds of bugs I'm after. Not that I won't eventually start hoarding them, but I did see you. Because I want to have some of everything, so if something calls for it, I already have it on hand and won't have none left when I'm done. But I don't have the storage space for that. I do not like having people with me, particularly. Where'd you go? God damn it. Unstick, stupid. Since that one was there, it doesn't hurt to check for others. Oh, look. I get a hit on it in case. And this can change by the time I get back up. I've gotten my hit on it. I go all the way through, clearing out the other stuff, and looking to see if there's more. Sometimes by the time I'm back to it, more end up populating in the process. So, but here's at least a second one. back up to the top and then I announce. Sometimes by the time I get to it, people who haven't said anything about it will have flattened it, which is why I get my hit in and check for more before I do any of it. Now, unlike with the flow trees, it's not necessary. People can just mine it without telling others. Come on. But most times I've seen people have shared um, um, it is pretty. Or you could just do that. Come back here. Thank you. Thank you. Nothing came back here, which is fine. Okay. Oh, 6. That's the most I've seen out of one of those. I'll take it. How much have I got? Enough to make 5 pieces of silk, which could get used up in one item. I need to get back to regular mining. Guess I need a bunch more of all of this. I am going to go home prematurely. Because I talked about something and I might as well show it. Um, um, oh, I did run out of space. Um, moving things into these. It's like those turn into those. Um, that's not what I'd intended. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I try to leave 100 of those, because they do end up getting used by other things. Um, you finished with that. this is going to take for fucking ever. That's still working on that. When you're done with that, move to that because I'm out of it and things want it. Right. This. Oh, let me deal with this first. One of each for now. Yeah, that helps a little. Making more furniture would use up a bunch of stuff. You can sit there and wait. Anyway. Since this is the most complicated recipe I have, with multiple stages of multiple things, the delay, if you miss, is actually the biggest problem, because you'll notice there is an overall timer, and this one also has a, you need to stir it before it has an issue, so. God damn it. And, yeah. Now I get to... If only rice were quite that simple. So, that. Some things are started in other places. Yeah, I had a recipe that required 2 of the mixing stations, at least one that required 2 of the prep stations, and 2 of those, and so far only 1 oven, the one that asks for a baguette. That's you. which is where the wheat and butter come in. Not that I actually have to directly interact with it. I don't have anything that's initialized from there. Though, I wonder if pies would be, or if they're going to start as prep work. I don't know. But, and yeah, the color of what's going on here does change, because it is white when working cotton and blue when working the silk, which is a nice little touch that it does reflect what it's working on. But yeah, I am making progress at things. And I'm not sure where that's gonna get reinvested next. There are still recipes I might want for stuff that I will have to pay to unlock. And not just the fishing ones, but fishing will require catching fish, and I can cook and or sell those. So we'll see. But that's more than enough for you, anyway, for now.